Y'all don't hate me. Please, please. Welcome to Tie Town Reviews. I'm Steve, and today I am ranking the Halloween franchise. If you've already watched Remake Rumble, you already know how I feel about two of the films in this franchise. But we're going to talk about all of them, not in detail, just where I would rank them as of today. Because I go back and forth with some of these movies. But as of today, based on most recent watch, my opinion for the ranking of this franchise to me. So the movies that we're going to be going over clearly: Halloween 2, Halloween 3, we have Halloween 4, Halloween Resurrection, Halloween the Original, H2O, Kills, Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween 2018, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Halloween 5, Rob Zombie's Halloween Remake, and then Halloween Ends. Alright, so the tiers we have to go off of for organizational reasons: Haddonfield's best. These are going to be the movies that I think are the best. Silver, Shamrock Stalkers. These are movies that are really good, or I like a lot, but they're just not Haddonfield's best. Thorn in My Side. Kind of self-explanatory, I would think, but I'll explain. I don't hate it, but I don't ever look forward to watching it, nor do I seek out to just watch it. And Evil Died. My brain kept wanting to read Evil Dead, but Evil Died. This one, if you've seen Halloween Kills, you know, which I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've seen Halloween Kills. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. Well, for the purpose of this ranking, Evil Died. This tier will host one or two movies for sure, but one or two films that either didn't have to be made or they really missed the mark on what they were trying to do. So let's jump in. Okay. Starting off with Halloween 2. Halloween 2, to me, thorn in my side. I don't ever seek out to watch this movie. I don't care for hospital setting films. I don't know what it is. Hospital settings or asylums. It's not my thing, I think. It's not that it's scary or spooky or eerie. I just don't care for it. I don't find it a good setting, nor do I care for the story in most of the movies that take place in those settings. Just don't like it. The movie itself it's fine, but I just don't care for the whole hospital setting. I just don't. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Evil, no. Silver Shamrock Stalker, no. It goes in Haddonfield's best. Listen, a lot of people don't like it because they don't have Michael Myers. I don't care. I had never seen this, and I avoided it for such a long time for the reason it doesn't have Michael Myers. However, I've listened to a few spoiler-free reviews, and it sounded interesting. So I checked it out. I watched it about 2 weeks ago. Then I rewatched it for the purpose of trying to make sure it's not recency bias. I do enjoy it. I do. It's got the old-style horror film feel to it, which it should. It's directed by John Carpenter, but I like it. Is it Halloween? No, but it is part of this franchise, whether people like it or not. Halloween 4. I didn't realize my recording window would get so messed up, so you're probably barely seeing any, if any at all, of the deals down here. Okay, Halloween 4, Thorn in My Side. Now, I used to really like this movie. I used to really like it. When I was little, I had a crush on Danielle Harris, and of course the older sister. But rewatching now as an adult, I don't care for it. I don't know what it is. And so it's going to go to Thorn in My Side. It's not that it's bad, because it's not a bad movie. But it goes to Thorn in My Side, not Evil Died. Halloween Resurrection. Straight to Evil Died. Straight there. Straight to hell. I know what they were going for. They were a little ahead of their own time. Just a little ahead of their own time. I think that there was promise, but they just missed the mark on what they wanted to do with the whole live stream thing. Also, they do something that I think a lot of horror franchises should do. The long-standing final girl does finally get got, but killing Laurie in this movie just at the beginning so unceremoniously makes no sense. It, like, could have kept her in the movie. You still could have killed her off if that was your prerogative for this film, and killed her off later, or had her die killing Michael. I'll get more into my thoughts about that kind of scenario in a little bit. That's where this one goes. The original John Carpenter's Halloween. Do not hate me. I'm just kidding. It goes up here. Of course, it's above Season of the Witch. It goes up there. I don't think I have to explain why. Phenomenal film. Again, like I've said in a couple of other things, it is the blueprint for horror ever since it came out. Whether it's a slasher film or horror in general, it is the blueprint for that. Whether it's through tension or character building or whatever, this movie was the blueprint, or is the blueprint. Halloween H2O. Did not care for this when I was younger. Really like it now. I think it's better than the original. I do. Of course, it keeps that continuity of Laurie being Michael's sister from Halloween 2. That's the continuity I grew up with, so I'm a little partial to it, I guess. But rewatching it, I think this is what Halloween 2018 thought they were doing, but it had already been done, and so they had to go in a slightly different direction. And I'll get to it. H2O goes right there. Halloween Kills, right up here. I know, the Evil Dies Tonight thing is insufferable, but beyond that, I enjoy this movie. Michael is at his most, there's no other way to put it, he's at his most badass in the whole series, minus one other film. Yeah, that's where this one goes. I love this movie. It is the most rewatchable to me, outside of a movie that I'll get to in a minute. The Curse of Michael Myers, Thorn in My Side. It is not a good movie. It is not a good Halloween movie. And it's a boring slasher movie. So it goes there. Evil Died. I don't think it really goes down there. It's not this bad. Halloween 2018, Silver Shamrock Stalkers. The beginning is phenomenal. Say it with me. Phenomenal. With the tension of Michael breaking out, him killing the kid in the car to show he means business this time around. I mean, the whole, before the title card deal, I guess you could call it more of a cold open, with the whole him holding the mask up, telling Michael to say something or react or whatever. It's good. I like it. But it just, I don't know, it's missing something. And I think what it's missing is the fact that this movie already exists. Had this movie not ever been made, this movie would be much higher on my list. All right, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Evil Died. Listen, I don't care for the horse thing. I don't care for him seeing his dead mother. None of that has ever made sense to me. That's not a thing in the first movie. So why is it all of a sudden a thing in the second movie? You have Ghost Michael, or Imaginary Michael, whatever you want to call him, holding Laurie down at the end where she can't get away at first. Like, this is in Michael's mind. Why is it affecting her? And why is she seeing them? Is it trying to say that people with mental disorders, like everyone in the family, is crazy too? Because that's not okay. And that's not a thing. Just because one person is schizophrenic or goes into disassociative states doesn't mean everyone else in their family will too. You know, just because she's his sister doesn't mean anything as far as her mental health goes. So no, I'm sorry. It doesn't work for me. So it goes down here. You know, beyond those issues I just mentioned, I do enjoy watching it. So it does pain me to put it there, but that's where that movie belongs. Halloween 5, again, goes here. Sorry. It goes there. Right behind Halloween 2 and Thorn in My Side. Again, what you do like about this movie craps on a little bit, killing the sister right off, but it's really just making room for another character to become the main or the final girl, and you don't care about her. You just don't. You care about the sister should have stayed the final girl. Anyways, could have killed the friend, kept the older sister, but they didn't. In fact, I kind of want to put it down here, but I'm going to stick it here because I do like it more than this and these two. So, all right. Rob Zombie's Halloween. That's where it goes. Look, I know people don't like it. I don't care. The movie accomplishes what it sets out to do, especially as far as operating as a remake of another product within this franchise. It's not a reboot. It's not a requel. It's not any of that. It is a remake. So yes, the whole psychological angle with Michael and him being disassociative and evil literally taking over, whatever that actually is, because that's not truly explained. And no, it's not explained with the stuff in the second movie, so don't even come at me with that. But it's not really explained. It's just explained as far as him going into this dissociative state, and that's the evil part of him taking over. But it doesn't actually go into what that is, except evilness. That is where that goes. Halloween Ends. Silver Shamrock Stalker. Don't come at me with no silliness. This movie is not terrible. It's not a great Halloween movie, I guess, because Michael takes a back seat. And if the reception to this film, to Halloween 3, was not an indication, that's not what a lot of Halloween fans want. That's not what most Halloween fans want. So you crap the bed with this movie for sure, as far as Michael Myers is concerned. Now, beyond what they did to Michael Myers, the movie's not bad. It's not. Corey becoming a focal point, I do wish they had incorporated him more, maybe back in 2018 or even in Kills. But Corey being a main focal point in Halloween Ends is not an issue for me. The issue is how he kind of bullies Michael there for at least a second at a point in the film. I know it's passing off evil or whatever, but I think there's a disconnect there. And I think it's because they overthought what they originally wanted to do. I don't know what they originally wanted to do, but I do feel like that they overthought it when they changed it. They had a different ending altogether, but they changed it and reformed the second half of the film to fit their new ending, and it doesn't quite land, and they put Michael on the back burner. And that's not great. But the movie itself isn't terrible. The biggest issue I have overall with it is the way that it pits Michael versus Laurie in its advertisements and its trailers and such. Michael versus Laurie, the big showdown, blah, blah. That's all the trailers were. That's all it was. And I think it's because they were hiding the whole Corey angle, but they knew that's what people wanted to see, and you don't get it. The fight at the end is laughable because Michael's not the same Michael. Laurie should have died. She had her happy ending. Okay. The beginning of this movie was her happy ending. She moved on from the trauma, or at least did a good job putting her best foot forward from the trauma. She got to have a real relationship with her granddaughter Allison. She's enjoying Halloween again. That was her happy ending. There was no reason for her to survive this film. This movie would have been better if it was a real Laurie and Michael fight. The movie was centered on Michael more, and Laurie and Michael died killing each other. Would have been the better ending. Now, I know I'm not a writer, but this is my opinion. That's what I think would have made this movie better. Keeping certain final girls alive just because of their legacy is stupid to me. There's people in the Scream franchise that should be dead. We're not talking about Scream today, but that's just an example I'm giving. There's people in this franchise that should be dead. I could go into it for several different franchises, but I feel like they missed the mark in a couple different areas, and that's what I think would have made it better. So this was my ranking for the Halloween franchise. I have first place, Halloween Kills. Second goes to H2O. Third goes to Rob Zombie's Halloween. Fourth goes to the original. Fifth goes to Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Sixth, Halloween 2018. Seventh goes to Halloween Ends. Eighth to Halloween 4. Halloween 2 gets 9th place. 10th place goes to Halloween 5. 11th to The Curse of Michael Myers. 12th goes to Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie. And then Halloween Resurrection, last place. Thank you for watching. Please put in the comments how you rank them or what you think the best is. Obviously, I know you're not going to agree with me. First of all, I don't have the original listed as number 1. And I know that's a big issue for a lot of people. Don't be hateful in my comments. You will be blocked. You will be removed. Whatever I have to do to get it off of my feed. This is for conversation, not for hate. So, let me know what you think. Let me know what you like about each movie, what you dislike about each movie, where you put Halloween 3, because I know that's the most divisive film in the franchise outside of Halloween Ends. Again, why are they the two most decisive? Well, because they limit or exclude Michael. But let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, please. I know this video may put people off of subscribing, but please subscribe. I would love to be able to keep doing this, and I would love to be able to do it in a more full-time capacity. Thank you, everyone. Be blessed. Goodbye.